if I like hold it.
You don't have to keep them on.
I know. I just like doing it. It's fine. Let me take them off.
I just keep them on because I need to hear that. Because take that off because it hits the wire and it makes a fucking feedback noise. Perfect. And I need to make sure like the levels are fucking not horrific. This is Dirtbag History. Hello, I'm Demetri. This is my sister Amanda. She's a history teacher. So basically I've made her do this because I don't want to do research.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I want to listen, I like history.
I mean, it's fine because I'm talking about points in history that I really like that I happen to teach, but I can't go into depth teaching because I teach teenagers.
Oh, because like you don't have enough time to show enough fucking movies?
Exactly. There are no movies on this subject.
I swear to God, guys.
There are.
I used to remember when I was a kid in school, whether it be elementary school, junior, or fucking high school, that whenever we got to watch a video or a movie, it was like a fucking treat. It was like a fucking treat for like a Christmas treat.
We do it all the time.
It was like a once in a blue moon. Not even like, it was like once in a quarter. Once every 3 months, you'd get to see a fucking video.
We nearly literally have a movie for every unit.
Yeah, because you guys don't work.
Yes, we do.
That's the problem.
We work and then we show a movie for a day or two.
That's insane to me. And these rat fucking kids, they don't understand what it's really like to be in a fucking tough spot where you only get a fucking movie every 3 months. They get one every fucking week or whatever.
It's not every week. It could go a couple months without a movie.
Whoa, watch.
Depends how long the unit is.
Stop the fucking presses.
Depends how long. But yeah, we watch and we don't even watch, we watch a lot of Disney movies. So when we cover early China, for example, we 100% show Mulan. Like 100%. When we did Ancient Greece, we showed Hercules, and I would tell the kids how it's like not actually accurate to the myth. We should do mythology.
Sure, yeah.
For Dirtbag History.
Write
That'd
it
be
down.
Fun.
Write it down. I'm not against anything.
Okay.
So we established that you're a history teacher that
There's
doesn't
no movie
actually
for
teach
this,
history.
Though. There's no movie for this today.
Great, that's good. You got tenure too, so you can't do shit.
I got tenure.
Y'all can't do shit to her. You know what I'm saying? She's good.
Like the last movie of the year that we show is The Lion King. And I once had...
How does that have any historical...
Yeah, I once had my AP ask me that. And I was like, well, it's all about absolute monarchies, coup d'etats, the divine right to rule, 100%. And he was like, good for you.
What a spin zone,
He literally
bro.
was like, good for you.
That's the biggest spin zone I've ever heard in my fucking life.
It's the truth. It's not my fault.
How does the AP accept it? And the AP was my teacher in high school.
I love him. I'm not going to say his name because I feel like I'm
Don't say his name.
Going to get shitted on. But I love him. He's a good egg.
Okay, this is Dirtbag History. Welcome.
Aloha.
What do we have today? Because I don't know the subject.
He has no idea. He's blind reacting.
So she's going to spring it on me.
Should I actually tell you what the subject is, or should we just go into it?
I don't know, Amanda. Just start saying random words, dude. You know what I mean? Like, just start saying random shit.
So, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a background, and then we'll get into it. Okay. So before the time period that I want to talk about today.
Is that you saying you're gonna give me background? Is background for the background? Super meta. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, during the Dark Ages, which is from the 5th to the 15th centuries, which is
so that's 600s to 1600s?
No, 400s to 1400s.
That always tricks me up.
Right, we're the 21st century, but we live in the 20s.
Got it.
So the Dark Ages, I like to call it the Dark Ages, but a lot of historians will call it the Middle Ages.
Why? Because dark is negative?
No, they'll call it the Middle Ages because they think it's the middle between the classical and like early modern eras.
Okay.
When they were like, not a lot of really significant things happened, which I think is such bullshit for the Dark Ages because I thought
they called it the Dark Ages because they didn't have a lot of historical keeping and stuff, or like they destroyed a lot of shit.
Exactly. So like
they did, right?
Yeah, that's literally why it's called the Dark Ages.
I mean, guys.
And that's
I'm fucking smart. I'm
that's
fucking
actually
screwed
coined...
in. Stop. I'm complimenting myself. Like, are you guys kidding me right now? With the brain that I got on me? Anyway, go ahead.
What a brain. So the term Dark Ages is actually coined by Petrarch, who is I believe, Italian philosopher. But anyway, So
Italians again.
yeah, stupid Italians. So the Dark
The one
Ages
good thing Italians have made, and I've discussed this with
is
Italians.
pasta.
No.
I mean, isn't that Chinese though?
Yeah. As
Never
is
mind.
pizza.
What?
Yeah. The one good thing that Italians have created, well, Italian Americans, I guess,
So
is
not even Italians.
rainbow cookies.
I disagree. I don't like rainbow cookies.
Get the fuck, just get out. This show's over. Thanks, guys, for joining us. This was Dirtbag History. Don't forget to like and subscribe. How don't you like rainbow cookies?
I don't like them. I don't like them or black and white cookies. I don't get like the love. I don't like bakery cookies. Is where I'm at.
You're crazy.
Like people get the box of like 7-pound bakery
I like those
cookies,
a lot. It's like an assortment. It's nice.
and I don't. I never like a single thing out of there.
I have Corona.
Oh God, here we go. So yeah, so the Dark Ages is classified as the fall of from the fall of the Western.
You're sick.
What?
It just hit me again that you don't like rainbow cookies. Like, what kind of fucking shit palate do you have?
It's pretty shitty.
Oh my
I'll
god.
be the first to admit it. It's pretty shitty. I don't like a lot of things that people like. Anytime I tell a Greek person that I don't like olives, they look down on me like I'm trash.
At all?
I hate olives.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I also don't like cherries. I don't like things with pits
Get
in
out of
them.
the fucking. Just get lost. I'm sick of you.
Dad always will buy cherries from Costco.
I love cherries.
And all the time, he'll give me a plate of cherries. I'm like, Dad, I don't eat these. I don't know how many times.
Because they have pits in them?
No, I just don't. I'm not a fan.
Let's continue, man, because you're fucking disappointing me right now. Let's keep going. Dark Ages.
So the Dark Ages begins with the fall of the Western Roman Empire
Okay.
and lasts all the way up to the Renaissance. So, you know, historians say that they'll call it the Middle Ages because nothing really occurred, which is bullshit. You had so much happen, including the beginnings of Islam.
I mean, how do they, they just brush away 1,000 years of
Yeah,
history? That's
literally.
crazy.
You have the beginnings of Islam, you have the Crusades, you have the freaking plague, the collapse of the Byzantine Empire and the rise of the Ottomans.
Okay, so it's like a lot of bummer stuff.
It's super bummer, but that's why they say nothing, like, quote-unquote, important happened. You know?
Oh, hello, we're at a roller coaster. But can you eat the roller coaster? Of course you can't. You have to eat the fun, and the fun is toast to strudel. Come on. Oh, beautiful Asian boy surfing the seas. Eat the fun. You can't eat your surfboard. You eat toast to strudel. Can you eat tic-tac-toe? Only if you put it on a toaster strudel. Strawberry, blueberry, every berry. Put it in your toast and enjoy it. Eat the fun, my lovelies. Yeah.
But yeah, so history is made by the victors, right? So historians like to say that during the Middle Ages, not much happened. But the Middle Ages...
Who are the victors? The whites?
The Whites.
Fucking enemy.
The Whites. But that's
Whites are the
kind of
enemy.
what we're going to talk about today. Who are the victors? So during the Middle Ages, the economic system of the Middle Ages is very self-sufficient. So
Right.
there's no trade. It's called manorialism. And this is feudalism, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's feudalism. So you've got the king up top, the nobles, the knights, and the serfs, or the peasants.
The Serfs?
Yeah,
I like that name.
S-E-R-F-S. Not like
I think that's a
Cowabunga.
band name.
Probably. So was Franz Ferdinand.
Love that band.
I just want to note that he did just draw a penis.
No, I didn't. This is somebody else. This is my friends.
Okay.
Look,
On
because I
every
left a
page.
book here while they were doing a podcast.
Who did that?
There's two fucking people, and it's one is Stell and the other one's Slick. Like that's
So
them
it's
two,
those
or it's
two.
probably a joint fucking venture between the both of
Because
them.
they can't draw.
So like I have like 48 dicks on each fucking paper. I think this is the last one. Nope, one more. Yeah. Fucking dickheads.
Anyway, so, during this time period where you would think that the kings were up top, the actual people on top would be the Pope and the Catholic Church,
Right.
right?
Religion swings a big schwanz.
Exactly. So, due to the plague, due to famine, warfare in the 13th and 14th centuries, the Europeans start to need resources. So, for the first time in about 1,000 years, they...
Why don't you... Hey, that's a nice new computer, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you fix the screensaver so it stops going black on you in fucking 2 minutes?
Why are you shitting on my computer?
Because it keeps going black and keep hitting it.
I'm used to it.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
I'm just saying
I'll
it's
just let it go black.
it's just doesn't make sense. Like it's inefficient.
I don't know how to
Go
fix
ahead. No,
it.
continue.
Stop interrupting
Okay.
me. This is never going to end.
We're not doing the entire fucking Dark Ages, right?
No. We're not even doing
This
the
is just
Dark
the
Ages. This is the
background.
background.
Oh
I'm trying to
my
get to
God.
I'm trying to get to it, and you keep interrupting me about
Go ahead.
rainbow cookies and my screensaver. So, due to plague, famine, warfare...
You shouldn't bring up a fucking raw wound about the rainbow cookies, okay? It's a huge deal. So for you to bring it up flippantly like that is disrespectful.
I don't like them.
Continue. I'm sorry. Continue. I'll shut up. I swear.
Will you?
Unlikely, but go ahead.
Unlikely. First time for everything. So, because they have a lack of resources for the first time in about 1,000 years, they finally start to trade with the Middle East.
Cool.
Okay. And the Middle East are the ones that, through the Byzantine Empire, right? Because now they're Ottomans at this point.
So like their whole MO early on was not to trade. It was basically like, let's take over.
Yeah.
Let's run their shit, and then
Right.
it's our shit now.
Well, that's the thing. You know, with the fall of the Western Roman Empire, that fell because you have a bunch of Germanic tribes and Viking tribes coming in and taking over, like the Visigoths, Ostrogoths, the Vikings. So you're going to have a lot of smaller kingdoms. The Franks come over, right? So you're going to have a lot of smaller
the
kingdoms
Franks,
develop.
like the guys who made the hot dogs?
No, like the French.
Oh. Okay.
So you're going to have a lot of these smaller kingdoms develop, and through those, you know, they say, like, we have all this land, we should use it. So they don't feel like they have a need to trade with other peoples and
Right,
cultures.
we have all we need, right.
Yeah. And, you know, when they do decide to trade, they have warfare, as you see with, like, the 100 Years' War with France and England, and et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera. So through this trade with the Middle East, they actually rediscover, quote-unquote, lost knowledge
Oh, God in heaven.
of the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans.
I mean, old Greeks and old fucking Italians is not a place you need to get knowledge from, guys. Gonna be completely real with you. I know plenty of them. Plenty of both. They have zero to fucking offer. Continue.
Well, I mean, we're talking about back to the days of democracy
I
and
know.
all that shit.
I'm talking about it's a joke.
I know, I'm trying to explain it to the peoples.
It's a joke. We're gonna do history of jokes soon, so you can understand when a joke is a joke. Fucking dummy. Go ahead. Sorry.
I hate you.
I'm sorry. I'm being combative. I'm being
I hate
combative, and I
you.
apologize.
So, with this rediscovered knowledge, there comes a period of questioning. And
What do they
finally,
do? I don't understand. They found the
Age of
fucking
Enlightenment.
scrolls of Aragon. What do they do?
Basically.
Rediscover knowledge. Is this like another way to fucking be like control people?
Well, because at this time period in the Middle Ages, you need to understand, a third of the land of Western Europe is owned by the Catholic Church.
Right on.
Right? The church is going to be greedy. The church is going to be so wealthy that they're able to censor people's thoughts and people's, you know, what they were understanding. But with the Enlightenment...
Like what they're teaching people.
What they're teaching everybody, yeah. And then also, you know, most people in the Middle Ages are illiterate.
Right.
You know, they considered literacy being able to write your name.
Yeah.
If you could write your name, you were literate.
I'm still trying.
You're still trying to figure that out. We know. So with the Enlightenment, with this age of questioning and discovery and knowledge, comes the most important, in my opinion, the most important invention kind of made
Can I
in this
guess?
time. Sure.
The printing press?
The printing press. Good job.
We didn't talk about
We
that.
did not talk about this.
Because the first thing printed was the Gutenberg Bible,
was
right?
the Gutenberg Bible. So
Guys. I might be emotionally stunted and a little mentally stunted, but brain-wise and brain activity-wise,
no, you're pretty smart.
there is no limit. There
I was-
is no limit.
I was actually trying to say that to a friend of mine the other day. That, like, you're actually, like, probably the smartest person I know, but you're such a fucking moron.
I take that as a compliment.
As you should.
Continue.
So, with the movable block type printing press, Johann Gutenberg creates this revolutionary way of being able to get books. Before this time period, the only way that books were created was by hand. So they were
Yeah, so they're not doing like 1,000 copies, 10,000 copies,
and they
right?
were incredibly expensive. So, you know, people weren't
If you think
able-
about it, right? Like, sorry to cut you
No,
off.
it's
If
fine.
it's like social media and the internet, right? Like, it expanded
It's insane.
information and knowledge
Yeah.
infinitely.
This was like the first social media.
Yeah.
Right. So books are now being published, and not only are they being published, they're being published in the common languages of the time, which is crazy.
Because so the animals can read?
So the
Oh
animals
my
can
God, what are
read.
they, crazy?
And more non-clergy members are non-clergy people. I'm sorry, are beginning to become literate. So at this, you know, in the Middle Ages, the only people who were really super literate were the clergy, were people that worked within the church.
Right.
And so now finally common man, like you and I, are able to learn how to read and write.
I know letters.
And on top of this, for the first time in its history, the Bible is being produced in the common languages.
So, like, you're talking, I mean, some fucking shifty fucking Catholic priest or whatever was probably like, yo, this is actually a good thing because we could spread this shit and control more people. And
Yeah, they start to actually do it because they think that they're able to convert more people.
Right.
Because at this time period, it's primarily Catholics living in Europe.
Yeah.
But you are going to have Jews, although they are expelled from certain countries.
Jews?
Yeah. You don't have many because they are really...
I don't get the big fucking
expelled.
beef with Jews forever.
I don't get it either, man. What, because they don't think Jesus is the Son of God?
The
Get
only
over
thing
yourselves.
I get, like, is, like, circumcising. And like, I don't get that, really.
Sure.
Also, the way they do it is insane. It's true blue fucking insane. And,
Yeah.
like, Law and Order SVU should be all over it. Besides that...
Well, there was a rabbi that, like, gave a bunch of babies chlamydia or some shit.
I think it was herpes.
Herpes,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Shabbat shalom. Go ahead.
Anyway, so now on top of the Bible now being able to be produced in the common languages, people are finally able to read it. You know, at this time period, Catholic masses were done in Latin. So priests were able to say whatever the fuck they wanted. Nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So
Cui bono.
the
You
Catholic...
know what that means?
No.
Who benefits?
The Catholic Church owns a third of the land in Europe. They start to become super duper greedy. And then the clergy are now also becoming greedy. Most of them don't really care about their parishes. A lot of them don't even speak the language. They're just kind of placed within their diocese.
Okay.
So they don't speak the common language.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. So other issues that are going to happen is that the Bible is only in Latin. Catholic Mass is only in Latin, right?
That's so crazy.
Latin is not spoken in this time unless
So,
you're
like,
a clergy
these people
member.
go to church and they don't know what the
They have
fuck
no
they're
idea
saying.
what's
It's
going
kind of like
on.
how we were in Greek church.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I don't know what the
I don't
fuck
know
was
what's
going
happening.
on at
No.
all. Are they even speaking regular Greek? No, they're speaking ancient
No, they're
Greek.
speaking regular Greek.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I swear to God. The reason we feel like it's strange is because they're doing the, you know?
Yeah. Christos.
Yeah, that.
Nasty.
What's your favorite hymn? You were singing it recently.
My favorite hymn is the one... I didn't know that this was it, but it's like the one like when anniversaries of people dying.
Yeah, it's
Mimosina.
like when we go to Mimosina.
Let me think of it.
Oh, I know it too. If you think about it, let me know. So another thing that the Catholic Church is doing is...
Eblogito se quiere Himalaya
Yeah, that.
And I didn't know it was for
that.
like...
And I'm like, isn't that when we go to Mimosina?
Yeah, it's like anniversaries of people's deaths. Or I think when they die, too, you say it. I think you might do it. I don't know.
So yeah, so everything's in Latin. Then the Catholic Church is also starting to sell indulgences.
Ooh, like what, cocaine?
No.
Oh,
indulgences are like tickets. They're
little
indulgences
boys?
from sins.
Oh,
No.
So, you fuck this little kid, here's your ticket, here's your coupon.
Yes.
Your
Literally.
get out of jail free card.
Indulgences from sins for money. So rich people could literally purchase their way into heaven. Right? So there's no equity here. And this is
What are we
actually-
talking about? What's the subject today?
We'll get there.
Oh, we're still waiting. Okay,
Yeah.
Great, guys. Yep.
This is the reason.
Don't worry,
for the
guys. We're
subject.
48 minutes in. We'll get to the subject soon.
We wouldn't be 48 minutes in if you didn't go on about rainbow cookies.
Why do you keep bringing it up? Go ahead.
So this is actually against Matthew 19:24, where you're not allowed to do this. Like this.
Matthew Perry?
Sure.
He looks like
Gospel of
shit,
Matthew.
by the way.
He looks awful.
Drugs are bad, kids.
Yep. And then something else they would do is simony. So they would allow people to purchase basically like commissions into the church, so they would become priests. These people would not know a single thing about Christianity.
What a joke.
And would purchase their way into it to become a priest or a deacon or whatever.
How is this allowed? Like,
Well,
how
it's
is
not
this?
anymore.
This is fucking stupid. What do you mean it's not anymore? We just we fucking renamed it into donations and this, that, and the other thing.
Right.
Like, we just fucking repackaged the fucking sin.
So all of this is going on. People are becoming increasingly more aware, and they're becoming increasingly more angry.
Sure, understandably.
So in
The person you put like all your fucking hopes and dreams and confidence in is fucking swindling you.
Yeah. So in 1515, Pope Leo X decides St. Peter's Basilica needs to be rebuilt. We need money. Hey, cardinals, priests, etc.
Go out and start.
Start selling indulgences. So in this time period enters this Germanic monk, he's a Catholic, named Martin Luther.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say what's the guy's name from the song? Lobach? Zabach?
Zadok.
Zadok. That sounds like a Germanic monk. Yo, what's up? I'm Zadok. Oh, I said like Zadok the priest.
Yeah.
That's a fucking mumble rapper name.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm over here with Little Yachty. I'm Zadok the priest. Tell me no.
No, it's perfect.
Bitches.
So yeah, Martin Luther, not to be
Bitches.
confused with Martin Luther King
Bitches.
Jr.,
Sure, yeah.
right? I also recently found out that Martin Luther King Jr. and his father were named Michael.
And what they did
Found this
that,
out the other day.
like for branding? they
And
changed the name?
Michael went on like a visit to Germany, found out about Martin Luther, really dug the guy, and was inspired by him, and changed his and his son's names to Martin Luther.
Yeah, that shouldn't do alarm bells.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well, he was a priest, right?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well-
Junior?
I think so. His father was a priest.
He was a doctor.
So, Martin Luther comes along and says, fuck this shit. Right? He is not happy with what is going on with the Catholic Church, and he thinks that people need to know about it. So he writes out a list of 95 things that the Catholic Church needs to change, called the 95 Theses.
Extensive list.
He takes his list, he goes to a church in Wittenberg, Germany, and nails it to the door.
That's like the equivalent of like a angry press release from like an
Yeah.
like an angry politician.
Well, or like, Donald Trump from the desk of the president. What
Yeah.
was his blog?
I don't know, man.
It was
Yeah.
something like that.
No politics, guys. I'm not
I
heavy
know.
into politics. Trump's orange and I fucking hate him.
Yep,
How's
there we
that?
go.
That's where I stand.
So, through the printing press and everything, he spreads his issues, and he spreads all of this to the common people.
This is Martin Luther.
Martin Luther.
So what happens now is you got a rising.
Right. Martin Luther, he never means to...
Was
it's
he
not,
Catholic?
Yeah, he's a Catholic monk. And it wasn't supposed to be... Like, at this time period, you were only Catholic. That's
Okay.
it. And it wasn't supposed to be, like, an attack on the Pope. He wasn't trying to do that. He was just saying, hey, fam, BTW, the church is a little fucked up.
Yeah, let's
we should
fix these
probably
things.
fix this.
Yeah, and listen, any kind of reformation is going to be met with, people who are not exactly
Yeah.
fucking amped to do it. We see it today, too, in our modern politics. So, like, just think about it back then with their fucking weird fucking haircuts. Like, they
Yeah.
probably put a hit on this fucking guy the minute they fucking saw that.
100%. So, because of this, because Martin Luther now is gaining followers, he's gaining traction, not even just in the Germanic provinces, all over Europe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because, it's a very populist message. It's probably the right message.
Right.
We like to demonize, like, populism and stuff, like, which it's used now to, like, completely grift people and completely, like, fucking, make them basically act against their interests.
Yeah.
But, yeah, hey, the one institution in your life that you care about and, like, you think is the be-all, end-all is fucking you over. Maybe we should change some things. I feel like will be a popular message for people.
Yeah. So, so he's gaining a bunch of followers, and he's actually also encouraging other people to question the church and kind of go their own way. But he never wanted to leave the Catholic Church. He never wanted to establish his own religion. That wasn't his goal. But he is declared a heretic, and Pope Leo X says, you need to recant. You need to take back all this bullshit that you're spewing
Right.
about our beloved church. And he refuses. He refuses to do it.
Nuh-uh, I ain't doing it.
So the Catholic Church actually puts out essentially a hit on him.
Oh, really? They do?
They
not
make it
surprised.
legal for anybody to kill him,
That's sick.
even in broad daylight.
That's hilarious.
They
But they can't let fucking people divorce.
right. They make it illegal, and this is like before King Henry VIII's bullshit.
Sure,
so
sure,
imagine. They make it illegal for anybody to house him or help him. They'll suffer the same fate. But he does. He has a lot of followers, so he is housed and
Right.
helped for the remainder of his life, and he is still able to spread his ideas.
That's so interesting. Like, listen, institutions that have power and grip over people will never let their
Yeah.
power and grip go away. Ever.
So in this,
Think about it. Would you?
no,
right?
I wouldn't. If I had power, I'd hold on to that shit
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. So now what is happening is that his followers are creating the Lutheran Church, where the
Okay.
main tenets of the Lutheran Church, it's, a lot of the Protestant churches are very similar to Catholicism.
Right.
They're different flavors of the same religion.
Right.
So their main thing is that their services are in common languages. Their Bibles are in common languages.
Are Catholic churches still? No, right? They
No.
gotta be in regular languages.
I don't know about like the mass itself. I wonder if the mass
I'm
itself
sure, like
is in Latin.
yeah, they probably say like,
and then they'll do like a sermon in English or
probably
whatever.
right, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't spent much time in a Catholic church. Couldn't tell you. And so yeah, so he basically is excommunicated from the church, and he has his Lutheran church and lives out the rest of his life like that.
Yeah,
But-
he's like a fucking televangelist.
Yeah. Kind
Like,
of.
all right, you're painting him as like a nice guy, and sure, the reforms make sense and stuff, but he's still hawking bullshit.
Yeah. The other reformist at this time is going to be John Calvin, who'll create the Calvinist churches, so they kind of go hand in hand. So in this time period, the response is that many of the Christians of Europe are going to put his ideas to practice, and they're going to, be inspired by him. So whether they're Catholics who put the ideas to practice or become Protestants and put the ideas to practice, are going to do so. And in response to this, the Catholic Church issues the Counter Reformation. Right?
Bad name.
I also forgot to say, we're talking about the Protestant Reformation. So this is now the Counter Reformation.
They should figure out the branding there.
Church officials are going to meet at the Council of Trent.
Like Burger King is not named Counter McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, the branding needs to get fixed. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So, church officials, a bunch of priests and bishops and the Pope are going to meet at the Council of Trent to decide
women?
what to do. Well, L-O-L, women.
Classic.
What a joke. Those dumb broads. So, some of these abuses are going to be eliminated by the Catholic Church, which, good on you, including the sale of indulgences is eliminated. But most of the other abuses are kept. During the Council of...
Isn't it interesting? It's exactly like what a corporation will do. Like, if there's a new competitor that comes in,
Yeah.
It's like, we need to do anything we can to destroy this other competitor. And hey, guys, by the way, it's not real. It's fake. There is no white guy in the sky.
Oh, God. There's no white guy in the sky. What if he's black? Some people say that God's black. Some people say God's a woman.
He's not black or a woman either. Stop getting those stupid haircuts. Stop fucking the kids. He's not there.
So Pope Leo X also now establishes the Inquisition.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Muy mal.
Okay, go. I mean, you want to win followers and beat out your competitors. I feel like starting the Inquisition is probably the bad move.
I would say so.
I mean, what do I know?
mean,
They're still around.
In the Inquisition are agents against heresy. And in the early days, it's actually not, like, awful. In the early days, they issue the Index of Forbidden Books, which lasted to the 1960s.
That's mint. What's it? What kind of book?
You could Google it.
Is it like
It's a list.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guys not on there? You know what I mean?
Probably.
Like gay stuff.
Basically, like, if you are faithful, you will not read the books on this list.
Got it.
And they prosecuted people thought guilty of heresy. But later on, the Inquisition, as with everything, changes. And they would use torture tactics or the threat of torture to get confessions and religious conversions. A lot of times what this would mean is that people are being tortured and they would be Catholic. And they would say, oh, I'm Protestant, stop torturing me.
Yeah, like, hey guys, stop drawing and quartering me because
Yeah.
I'm Catholic now. Huzzah! Magic!
People who refused to convert from Protestantism to Catholicism were burned at the stake.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So they went a little overboard is what you're saying.
Oh, sure, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you can look up images. There are images of mass burnings of people, mass executions. It's insane. The most famous case tried by the Inquisition is that of Galileo Galilei, who, if you guys don't know, was part of the scientific revolution in this time period.
He's like the
and
man.
He's the one that's like, hey guys, we don't actually, the universe doesn't actually revolve around us. We revolve around the sun. And
You still gotta
everyone was
fucking
like,
explain that to some people now.
Yeah,
Those
like
fucking idiots.
when I literally I taught this to my kids 2 weeks ago or so, and when I explained this, I was like, also the Earth is not flat. And one of my kids tried to give me to think about it, and I was like, dude, are you serious?
Dude, fix your fucking brain, dude.
Yeah. Then the further impacts with this, with the regular Inquisition, Ferdinand and Isabella, our beloved King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, the parents of Queen Catherine of Aragon, right? They bring about the Spanish Inquisition.
And what's that now?
The
That's
Spanish
Catholics
Inquisition,
going after.
they're Catholics going after Protestants. So in Spain, Italy, France, if you were Protestant, you were not allowed to live there.
That's sick.
You were not allowed to live there. You would be murked. You would be shut out. You had to leave, or for the most part, they would kill you. They wouldn't really exile you. And they would go after Protestant countries. So famously, the Spanish Inquisition, this is now after Ferdinand and Isabella have died, right? It's, 2 generations later.
Yo, who gives a shit?
But famously, the Spanish Inquisition go to war with England, Queen Elizabeth first.
And you gonna fuck with Queen 1? You gonna fuck with Liz 1?
QE1.
You fucking crazy, dude?
So yeah, she
She fucks their faces.
England is known for its navy. She destroys them.
Say it. She fucks their faces.
She does. She fucks their faces. Pretty bad. So yeah, you now have also the French Wars of Religion. So there are 8 wars in the 16th century.
I'm exhausted with these wars because of religion, bro. Who gives a Frenchman's
Yeah.
fuck, dude? I mean, they still happen now, but who cares?
They still happen now. So you've got the French Wars of Religion where the Catholics win in France.
Guys, it's me again. It's not real. It's fake.
And then in 1555, you have the Peace of Augsburg, which is a treaty that allows Protestants to practice. The Peace of Augsburg literally says, I have it quoted here, give me one moment, whose realm, his religion. So
All right,
the
that's
Peace
good.
of
That's pretty
Augsburg,
progressive.
right, we're looking at Germanic states, so you've got all the principalities. They're basically saying, whatever your prince is, there you go.
You go for it.
You do you, boo.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Literally.
But we're going to have problems with this.
I'm shocked by that.
Enter the 30 Years' War. This
Guys,
is...
I mean, can't we just chill and have fucking ice cream, bro? Did they make ice cream by then?
I don't think so.
Jesus fuck, man.
This is the longest European war, where approximately 8 million people die.
It's almost crazy. And this is like the time when like England had like 3 million people.
Yeah.
It's so insane, like, just how we've gotten here to this point. Like, I don't even know. Like, thankfully, we didn't have, like, nukes back then. Because the world would have fucking ended.
Yeah.
With these savages. I mean, we still got a good chance of it ending now. Because we are savages. Still. Even though we wear fucking bow ties.
Yeah, but how did we make it this far?
It's crazy.
It's wild.
You like, listen to, like, podcasts with astrophysicists specifically. Mm. And they think in terms of, like, millions and billions of years, right? So the number one question you ask astrophysicists is like, hey, are we alone? Like, will we ever really make like, I know the UFOs are out, blah blah blah. Yeah. We don't know what those are. Those are probably new tech that they're throwing at our pilots to see how they react to it. It's like live testing. But that by itself, like, will we actually find like intelligent beings like us or like similar to us? And a lot of them say the first thing they always say is like they preface it. Yeah, if we don't kill ourselves in the next 100, 200 years. Like, if we don't make ourselves extinct.
Right.
By, like, pandemics. And it's real, guys. Sorry. I'm vaxxed. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, pandemics or fucking nuclear war and, like, that kind of mayhem. So
So the 30 Years' War, just to kind of briefly touch on it, the Holy Roman Emperor, that chestnut, this is now Ferdinand II. He didn't give a shit about the Peace of Augsburg. He literally said, fuck your treaty.
Right.
And remember, in this time period, the Holy Roman Empire is like most of Central Europe. Okay? Like, it kind of covers the Germanic areas. It's
right.
Austria-Hungary, Czech Republic, all that. So Ferdinand II starts to force people to be Catholic. He starts his own little mini Inquisition. He's like, fuck you guys, I don't like Protestants, haha. This is in the 1600s, by the way. So this is well after, the Protestants... Oh, shit. The Protestants have been around for a hot minute.
I have a question.
Yeah.
At some point, will you come to the subject of this?
The subject is the Protestant Reformation.
Okay, great.
No,
Let's state that.
We've been in it.
Okay.
I stated it before.
I didn't hear it.
Because you're a piece of shit.
I was on one of my tangents.
You're narcissistic.
Go ahead.
Piece of crap. JK, love you so much.
Thank you. Continue. It's fine. You can.
So this doesn't care about the Peace of Augsburg, and he starts to force people to be Catholic. So the Bohemians at this time, the nobility.
The hipsters. Fucking gross.
No, that's Bohemians now, BB.
I hate Bohemians.
Bohemians
I
back
hate
then
your
were just
Bohemian
from
lifestyle.
Bohemia.
I hate everything about it. You fucking dirty hipsters. Shave your legs and your underarms and wear deodorant, please.
Please wear deodorant.
They have
wear
natural deodorants that are vegan now, so there's no excuse for you to be a dirtbag.
A lot of you smell. Please. Also, leave New York so I can afford to live here. Thanks.
Well, their parents are buying them apartments
right.
here. Yeah.
Can your parents buy me one?
I have Wanderlust. I want to do peyote on a fucking veranda in Brooklyn. Fuck off, would you? Why couldn't they get them in the Inquisition?
Honestly.
All right, so the Bohemians.
So the Bohemian nobility from present-day Austria and Czech Republic do not agree with what Ferdinand is doing. So in response, they go a little too far, in my opinion. They throw Ferdinand's representatives out of the windows in the Prague castle.
That's dope. This is like in 300.
In
like,
1618.
There's a spot! And they just kick them off. Yeah. Like, that's a nice message to send whoever you're bringing, like, nice bit of diplomacy.
They kick his representatives out of the windows in Prague castle in 1618.
So what? So Ferdinand kicked these people? Oh, no.
No, Ferdinand is forcing people to be Catholic.
Ferdinand is a Catholic guy?
And the Bohemians are like, no.
Yeah, so...
Chill out.
They're like, fuck you and your fucking red robes.
Yeah.
That's mint. And they just throw the guy out the window.
So this is the beginning of an open revolt that leads to the 30 Years' War. And the Bohemian states are going to be backed by Sweden, Denmark, and Norway.
All independent kingdoms at that time, right?
Denmark, Norway was one.
Okay.
But yeah. So the biggest thing is going to be the Swedes. They really help out. Whereas the Holy Roman Empire, they've got Spain. Right? It ends with the Peace of Westphalia in 30 years' time.
So 30 years of just on and off battles.
On and off battles.
8 million people die in this one?
Approximately.
Yikes.
So there's on and off battles. It ends with the Peace of Westphalia, where they're basically like, do whatever the fuck you guys want. Just stop the fighting.
Yeah.
And yeah. So the Protestant Reformation, it's a big deal, right? And they're still fighting, up till very recently. You think about Ireland, right? The IRA and all that good shit. And that, like, the Troubles was in the 1990s. So
that's so insane, too, to think about, like, this past century, it goes on with the IRA and stuff like that. I mean, the IRA's got a bigger beef and stuff, which I get, but fucking crazy that has anything to fucking do. Like, it's so insane and so dumb.
Yeah.
And, like, we want to shit on, like, Israel and Palestine, or like Israel, like Jews and Muslims. I mean, the same shit was going on. It happens
with Christians all the time. And what I just think is like funnier is, literally they're different flavors of the same religion. Like Jews and Muslims are different religions, I guess. Like,
yeah, but they're all based in the same place.
They're all based they're all Abrahamic.
And also you got Muslims beef with each other too, Shias and Sunnis. Yeah.
But it's what's wild is that
religion's fucking stupid.
Yeah, organized
guys.
religion is stupid.
Hot take alert.
Cheers to that.
I mean, yeah, you want to be spiritual, you want to have faith in something, you want it to guide you in the right way, not fucking kids, not fucking people over.
I think that's great.
Being
Having
a good
spirituality,
person,
I think is beautiful.
Go for it. But I don't want to give you fucking money in your fucking tin cup. I'm not interested in that.
Not about it. So, that's all I have prepared for you today.
I mean, that was pretty good.
Thanks. Got 40 minutes of content.
I'm trying to think like how to wrap it up.
In conclusion, don't fuck kids.
Don't fuck kids for sure. I feel like that should be our conclusion for every episode. Like, no matter what the subject matter is, like, definitely don't fuck kids.
Also, rainbow cookies suck.
I mean, you keep harping on that, and it's like a real fucking issue, to be frank with you. Like,
because every time I say it, you get red.
I mean, I don't understand how somebody doesn't like rainbow cookies.
They're not good.
I mean, I get it. The one thing they have going against them is they're Italian, and yuck. But
I don't mind Italians.
Neither do I. It's a joke, Amanda. Okay? I don't hate Italian people.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive about it. Are they gross? Yeah, but I mean, I don't hate them.
But yeah.
So, just religion fucking blows ass.
Yeah. No.
I have a new religion anyway. It's called yoga.
He's a yogi. His Namaste girlfriend hit him up on Insta.
My girl, Ashton August. I'm trying to get her on the pod. I sent her the link to the pod we did about our post-game yoga. I hope she's not going to do it, but whatever. A girl can dream.
So thanks for joining us on Dirtbag History.
Anyway, guys, I'm a fucking yogi now. So that basically makes me better than most of you. And
Pope Leo the 10th was a dirtbag.
Yeah, I'm done. I fucking hate these guys, man. And, like, we're supposed to respect these fucking religions. Fucking suck my ass.
Just wait until we do the episode on the Borgias.
The only time that they're fucking in the news is when they're fucking covering up sex scandals or covering up money laundering, all the bad shit that they do.
Well,
like, do something good for once in your fucking life. What?
This guy so far has been good. What's his name?
Has he, though?
Francis?
Yeah, I don't know.
Francis?
Yeah, he's a German guy. Oh, not a German. He's a Spanish guy. He's from, like, South America somewhere.
Mm.
The other German guy, they have him hiding in the fucking wings in the fucking Vatican.
Who?
The Nazi guy. The one before this guy. The Pope. He was like a German guy.
Oh.
He was like a Nazi. Not a Nazi. He was a kid, but he fucking saw them and stuff. He fucking probably went to the same delis, you know what I mean? Like, hey, Schwanz, okay. Hey.
Same bodegas.
Oh, I'm German and I love killing the Jews. All right, guys, that's Dirtbag History. I'm D. This is Amanda. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, don't forget to rate and review. And the absolute best thing you can do if you're not a kid fucker is share these videos or share these things. Because show some support. My brain is a little off today.
Who's sponsoring this video?
I don't know. I didn't even think of that. Putting a sponsor
Jehovah's
in
Witnesses.
I didn't even think of that. Maybe like the Church of Scientology or something.
Nice.
I put in a Church of Scientology fucking video. That was like the best thing of the fucking last video. No, it wasn't. Yours was good.
Wow, thanks.
I know.
Just got shitted on, guys.
Well, no, like funny
it's
wise.
Fine.
But that's good because you
funny.
play like the straight person. That's good, and I say the stupid shit, and you kind of reel me back in.
I try to because
it's like you're teaching.
You go on some fucking tangents.
Like you're teaching your retarded brother.
It's not a good word.
And you try to... I know, I'm sorry, guys. Send the fucking thought police after me. People think I'm a fucking psycho, like, alt-writer. They don't know what I am. I'm a lefty.
I think people are very confused by you when they meet you.
Why? Because I sound like a fucking...
Because you sound like you would be...
Fucking lie! They fucking stole it, dude! They fucking took the ballots, they shoved them up their asses, and they put it in there, and you can't see the name.
Yeah.
You can't see the name on the thing. It's Trump. The fucking Dominion, bro. Dominion fucking voting systems, they fucked it up. They fucked it up.
My favorite thing is Dominion suing people.
Yeah, because, like, you think you're going to fuck around. Like, this is our fucking business. And also, what people don't understand is it's kind of a Republican, not a federalist kind of thing, where we have states, right? Every state has their own state government, which makes up their state voting laws, which makes it so hard for there to be full-scale voter fraud because every system's different. That it actually makes it harder for, like, there to be some grand conspiracy.
Yeah,
which kills your narrative about your orange fucking god winning again. He didn't win again because he showed 0.0.0 fucking leadership when it came to fucking coronavirus. Simple as that. If he showed fucking 10%, if he was a human being...
He would have won.
Like, just 10% of a human being, where, like, you listen to the experts and you do what you need to do to mitigate the issue... He would have won by like 5 or 7 points.
Right.
And I would have been bitching, and because I would never fucking vote for him. He literally could be fucking Jesus reincarnated. I will never vote for that motherfucker. So, I would have been crying. I would have been sitting here crying. You could have been laughing at me. Oh my God, D, you fat cuck piece of shit. Oh my God, isn't this great? Trump's back for another 4 more years. But guess what? Guess what?
He's gone.
He's not.